Release is the absolute best part of any rescue or rehab situation when we can send them back home and send them back to their families.
Bring him down. He has bumpers, purple bumpers on, so we have to take those off first and put a tail guard on, and then we'll put him in the crate. We're just removing the purple bumpers that we put on when they're in flight enclosures. We put this on to protect their purples, so they're not banging around and damaging their wings. We just remove them when they're ready for release. And then Sophia will be placing a tail guard over his tail feathers so that he doesn't break his tail feathers in the crate on the way to his release.
This one of all the eagles that I've rescued was really special because when I captured him, his mate was flying overhead and screaming and clearly upset. We were really concerned about him. He was exhausted. He had been swimming for an unknown period of time until the canoe came along, and he seemed to be very happy to see the canoe. He got right on it.
Usually birds that are in captivity for a while, either healing from injuries and whatnot, their beaks get overgrown because they're not naturally being able to wear them down like they would in the wild, so we'll have to trim them down and make sure they're even and not too long before we release them.
His mate just consistently continued to circle us and cry, and it reminded me of how close animals are to humans in the way of the family dynamic. When there is a piece of that family that's been taken away, just how much that affects the entire family. I'm so excited he's going home. This is the actual bird that we just released. I can't even tell you how many eagles I have rescued and sent to the Wildlife Center, but this one, because of the family dynamic and knowing that he was going to be able to come home, it just felt like the right thing to do.
Tears of joy today.
Whether it's a tiny mammal or a huge eagle, oftentimes we cause their trouble. And when we can give back to that situation to a point where we can bring them back where they belong, give them back to their families, I just don't think there's a more rewarding feeling.
Hey, now I'm going to get you all to back up this corner a little bit. Ready, everybody? On the count of 3. All right, 1, 2, 3. Yahoo! That's the way it's supposed to be. That's what I'm talking about, right there. Heading home. Wouldn't have happened without you. Takes the village. Takes the village, sure enough. Absolutely.